Hello Pirate programmers and welcome to today's video. My name is Simone, CIO of Pirates App Dev, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about M.A.D skills. Now what does that stand for? It stands for Mobile App Development Skills, and it's really just an introduction to mobile app development as a whole and the skills you need to be able to succeed. So let's get right into the video. Now, there are two fundamental elements to mobile app development as a whole, and the fundamental elements of mobile app development are design and programming. Pretty obvious, right? But the thing is here, you need to prioritize design over programming, and here is why. So design should be priority number one, and the reason being you can't really code if you don't know what you're trying to make. You need to plan and set your goal. If you know what you're trying to do, it'll be much easier to find references as you're actually trying to implement your design. So to the left here, you can see a little model of how you should approach the mobile app development process. And it starts with planning being priority number one, design being priority number two, and then revising and actually coding being the least priority, which is surprising to some. Now programming. You should only start programming once you have extensively planned, and it will be much easier that way. You'll know exactly what you're trying to implement or figure out if what you're trying to implement is even possible. Now this is where you get to bring your ideas into life and work out the issues. If your original idea isn't quite possible but you found another solution, then you'll be able to implement your design, which won't be that hard if you have an extensive plan. Now, the programming languages you'll see most commonly in the mobile app development sector are Python, Java, C++, and JavaScript. Now, JavaScript is very big in both mobile game development and mobile web apps as well. So let's talk about what a native app is versus a hybrid application. Now, a native application only worries about one operating system, whether it be Android or iOS. And native apps perform better in that they only have to accommodate one of these platforms, either Android or iOS. And this does complicate things when you want to have an app on both platforms. You're going to have to make separate applications for each platform. But if you're just messing around and you only need to have your application on either Android or iOS, I really recommend just going the native application route so that you don't have to worry about the complexities of going hybrid. Now, hybrid applications allow you to make an app that serves both platforms, Android and iOS, in tandem without having to make multiple applications. Now, I really would not suggest this to a beginner, as it does have some complexities as far as syntax, but if you feel as though you're up to the challenge, I don't see why not. Alright, so what are the pros and cons of the different platforms, Android versus iOS? Now, I'm going to start with Android as it's my personal favorite for those who know me, but the pros of Android in the case of mobile app development is that publishing your applications to the Google Play Store is a $25 one-time fee, and there's no real review process for the Google Play Store and launching your apps in the store. Now, this is a pro for those who are just messing around, who are just getting into mobile app development and aren't necessarily sure that they want to commit more finance and time to the process. Now, the cons of using the Android platform is that there's no review process. Your app is thrown into the mix, and it isn't as profitable as there is less audience reach. Now let's talk about the pros of iOS. The pros of iOS is that it's the best platform in terms of profit. Strict rules mean less competition when accepted, and it has the largest audience reach in that respect. However, there are some cons. It is more financially straining to publish your applications within the Apple Store. Publishing your applications costs $99 annually to be registered, and there is a strict review process as well, so there is no guarantee that your application will make the cut. Now let's talk about the different types of applications that you can develop, and how to choose the right category for you. What type of app should you make? Now, when I'm looking at mobile app development, there are really three sectors of applications that you can really make: the corporate, facilitator, or standalone applications. Now let's talk about corporate. What is a corporate application? Corporate applications are business intelligence tools that change how we do business, such as e-currency. This changes the day-to-day operations of small businesses or large-scale corporate companies. Now, facilitator applications. These applications help improve a difficult task or a process. For example, Gmail or the Google Calendar helps with organization and receipt of correspondence of other people. Now let's talk about standalone applications. These are the most popular applications seen in business today as far as mobile app development. And it's usually just something interesting or fun that doesn't necessarily fall in corporate or facilitator. And most of the time you'll see this in implementation as something involving entertainment or media. Now let's review the mobile app development process. So the first step in the mobile app development process is identifying a problem and designing a solution. Now remember, design is the most important element of this process, and so we really want to take all the time necessary to design a plan and figure out the solution to the problem we are facing. Now once we have done that, we can move on to step 2 and write the application that will execute your proposed solution. Now, this is where we really bring our design elements to life. Once we understand what it is that we are trying to achieve, it will be much easier to actually put this into action. And then the third step, checking our solution, making sure it's the most effective implementation of what we're trying to do, and distributing the product if our solution checks out. So the final thing I want to address is why apps, and why do it right now? Mobile applications are estimated to generate $102 billion in profit globally in 2020. And this is an opportunity to gain engagement, visibility, a user base, and revenue. And I speak to all of my college students right now when I say it's an excellent opportunity to put something on your resume that is tangible and interactive, that employers can see and use. Alright, so if there are any questions, please feel free to comment down below. We will be scanning the comments for any inquiries, or you can contact us at piratesAppDev@gmail.com. Now that is all for me today. Again, I'm Simone, the CIO with Pirates App Dev, and I'm going to leave you with some closing words from our CEO, Kayla.
Connect with us by following us on Instagram at piratesAppDev, and feel free to send us an email at piratesAppDev@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you next time.